What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never, and welcome back to another market update. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Alright, so in general, right now, when you just look at the crypto market, you can see that we're having a little bit of a pullback. Bitcoin's down about 4% in the last week. It's down about 1.1% in the last day. Ethereum's down about 1.4% in the last day. And if you look at Ethereum on the daily time frame, you can just see that we've been rejected over and over and over again off of the 200-day. This yellow line right here is the level that I've been telling you guys to watch. It is very important that we break above it. And then I've also been telling you guys to watch the 21-day moving average. Whichever level breaks is probably the direction that we are going to be heading in the short term. Now, if you look at the 21-day, we did actually lose the 21-day with last night's candle. This means that today's candle is going to be very important. Now, you could argue that Ethereum is still holding this bull flag right now. I would say that it's probably not in a symmetrical triangle anymore, but there's still a potential bull flag. You can see that we have bounced off of this trend line about 6 different times, including this most recent candle. So if this trend line does actually hold, then I think we still look very good. But it is a little bit worrying that we are beneath the 21-day. Now, if you do look at the stochastics though, the stochastics are very oversold. This still tells me that we could absolutely get a nice move out of this. The one thing that I don't love on Ethereum right now is the 3-day time frame. The 3-day doesn't look great, to be honest with you. The 3-day is extremely overbought right now. So it wouldn't be that surprising if we traded sideways for a week or two. It would give the stochastics a chance to actually reset. But again, the daily still does not look awful other than the fact that we closed beneath the 21-day. So again, today's candle is going to be very important. When you look at Bitcoin right now, you can see the weekly time frame on Bitcoin. We did actually put in new all-time highs. But the reality of the weekly is that we have had 7 green candles in a row and nothing runs forever. It is inevitable that Bitcoin is eventually going to pull back. Now, a potential scenario is that Bitcoin comes down and retests the 21 weekly moving average. If Bitcoin retests this level, it could get a very nice bounce. Another scenario is that we just trade sideways for a little while because we're actually retesting the previous highs. This still could count as a support and resistance flip, especially if we can just form a floor around this range. So regardless, right now, Bitcoin and Ethereum from a technical analysis standpoint still don't look bad. We are a little bit overbought on some of the larger time frames, but some of the smaller ones still look like they could get a very nice move. I do still want to point out that the M2 global liquidity is still breaking out. We've had a slight pullback, but we have been breaking out since January. Oftentimes, the M2 global liquidity front runs breakouts. M2 global liquidity is breaking out right here. Bitcoin explodes after. M2 global liquidity is breaking out. Bitcoin explodes after. M2 global liquidity is breaking out. Bitcoin explodes after. And oftentimes, we do see it significantly put in new all-time highs. So there is absolutely a chance that Bitcoin does continue going higher. I would like to point out that when you do look at Bitcoin in the monthly time frame, we still look very good. The stochastics had a really nice opportunity to actually reset, and now they're starting to push up. I really do think the monthly time frame on Bitcoin looks fantastic. But that's about it for the technical analysis at the moment. I do want to show you guys Watch a Guru for just a second. So you can see right here, 16 hours ago, SharpLink Gaming to raise $1 billion to acquire Ethereum. And then right beneath that, you can see 20 hours ago, JP Morgan says Ethereum upgrades have failed to increase network activity. And I know a lot of people naturally see headlines like this and it just causes them to panic. But you have to understand, these kind of headlines are intentional. Just to be clear, it was only back in early April that JP Morgan was calling for a recession. You can see that this was posted right here on April 9th. If you go back and you look at Bitcoin's chart, April 9th was right around the bottom for Bitcoin. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you that this is the bottom for Ethereum. Just be careful when you read headlines like this. We saw so many bearish posts before the market exploded. But then if you scroll down right here, you can see 22 hours ago, Trump Media officially signs $2.3 billion deal to buy Bitcoin and hold it as a treasury asset. And if you just continue to scroll down, there is so much going on behind the scenes right now. The reality of crypto is crystal clear. Crypto is not going anywhere. So whether or not crypto drops in the short term, you have to have a long-term vision in this market. And I know a lot of you guys watching this video don't really trade Bitcoin or Ethereum specifically. You guys trade projects like Kokoro, projects like Megals, Oscar, Baby Pepe, Hoppy. Most of the ones that I just showed are going to be specifically correlated to Ethereum because most of them are ERC20s. So if we can see Ethereum break out of this flag, then a lot of these projects are going to do very well. But if Ethereum does break down from this structure, just understand that a lot of these projects could drop in the short term. But that's about it for the update today. If you guys are interested in joining a like-minded community and getting into projects super early, then I always recommend taking a look at my Discord. We've been making huge gains in here this entire bull run. Just over the last 3 weeks, we've nailed 2 different 100x projects as a community. In the previous run-up, we nailed 6 different 200x projects. And if you just look at the crypto gain section, we are printing in here every single day as a community. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to see you guys in here. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments how high do you guys think Bitcoin will go this bull run. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.